Good evening, everyone. Um, all right, so the thought that I'm coming from behind with this week's discussion board is that the influence of Jonathan Edwards was monumental to the Presbyterian faith, as well as to the education system for Christian universities as a whole. Now, I say that because, of course, we know in this university we have this class that is not only offered for undergraduate, but is also offered for seminary students. My pastor is a current seminary student here at Liberty, online, of course, and also took a Jonathan Edwards class. So him and I are able to kind of compare and contrast different thoughts, which is very unique. But as far as education goes, um, let me get back to uh, gosh, chapter 26 of our textbook. Um, I mean, it says very clearly that Edwards was someone who spent a large amount of time with his family, his siblings, his wife, his children, um, extended family, local communities. He was enmeshed in partisan international politics and the violent clashes of nations and religions. I mean, I don't know about everyone else in this course, but to me, that's admirable. I wouldn't say envious, but I would say that that's pretty admirable. That's something that I think as Christians we should all aspire to, to play a role in international politics, I guess, and humanitarian aid. If we're not already doing that, like Hurricane Michael with the flood in Florida. Excuse me. So as far as legacy goes, I mean, also we look at the theological questions of President Edwards Sr. and Dr. Edwards' son. Um, I mean, so we look at these few hundred, I guess, a little bit over, is that four? Well, 370 some odd questions that I'm sure, the Presbyterian denomination and other denominations have probably used, um, have probably used as a point to go back to when they're, I guess, interviewing pastors or when, interviewing people for positions in their churches, as they think that this was what this was used for with these questions. Um, so, I mean, that's a humongous influence as far as education and, excuse me, denominationally. And then, I mean, we get to see that, outside of John Calvin, I would say that Jonathan Edwards is probably second or third most influential person in the Presbyterian faith. And I think probably in the evangelical faith. I think in my eyes is probably number one or two as far as influential pastors. Their different theologies, their doctrines, how I view them at least, as intellect and theology doctrines are very important to me. So I know that Edwards is something that I'm going to continue to go back to, and continue to research and continue to read through. Um, but okay, I hope I was able to accurately explain a little bit of Edwards' legacy the best I could in 4.5 minutes. Thanks. Bye.